Now, buying a car can always be a exciting experience. Whether you're buying new or used, it's a different kind of experience, I guess you can say. Now, a lot of us buy used. Maybe you can't afford to buy a new car. Maybe you don't like buying new cars, whatever the case is. Now, when you buy a used car, there is something you have to consider, what is called an emission test. Now, every single state is different. I live in the state of Nevada, so what we call it here is a smog test. Now, a couple of disclosures before we really get into it. If your car is 4 years or newer, you don't have to do a smog or emissions test until that car passes the 4-year mark. For hybrids, it's 5 years. Now, you may be wondering, why are you talking about this? Because it's important to remember that if you change your battery or you disconnect the battery, or whatever the case is, if you go on vacation, you disconnect your battery to save it, what the car will do is it'll reset the emissions monitors. Now, what are those? You have things like evap, catalyst, stuff like that. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is how you can yourself, for very cheap, check if your car is ready for smog. Super simple, and we're gonna use this, which you can actually go on. I paid $20 for this on Amazon, and it has 3 buttons, so very easy to use. But let's go ahead and hop in this video so I can show you guys how to make sure your car is ready for smog. Now, in order for you to check and make sure that, in this case, this 2023 Hyundai Tucson is ready for a smog, of course, like I said, you need to go buy yourself one of these. Now, you don't have to buy exactly this one. You can get whatever brand. Just type in, it's called a monitor checker or smog emissions monitor checker, whatever, on Amazon. Or you can actually go to AutoZone and they'll do it for free. They'll scan your car and they'll tell you if it's ready to go. Not having to save yourself a trip and everything, you can just buy one of these and keep it around. Now, let me show you guys how it works. So like I said, it has 3 buttons, super simple to use. And of course, you have what is called an OBD2 adapter. Now, you're gonna plug this into the car's OBD2 port. Every car has the port in a different location. This Hyundai is pretty easy. It's right here. On my Mercedes E55, it's actually under the dash. On an Audi S5 that I've had, it's in the back of the dash. So every car is different. You have to just make sure, basically just get on your, look under on the floorboard and see where it's located somewhere. So let me show you guys how to put this thing in. Very simple. It only goes in one way, so you really can't mess this up. I mean, somebody might find a way to do it, but you can't. So let me plug it in and I'll show you guys how this thing works. Now, also very important that I forgot to mention, you have to make sure that your car's ignition is on. So you can either start the car up or just turn it on to accessory mode where all the lights come on the dash and everything. So for this to work. Now, this thing boots up. It gives you some menu options. You're going to click, if you have this specifically, you're going to click on the IM, which is intermittent monitors. Basically the readiness test. You click on it. It's going to do its thing. It's going to beep. It's going to load. It takes about like 30 seconds, maybe a little bit less for everything to go through. Depending on the kind of car. This one's going to be faster because it's a newer car. And now we're just waiting. IM readiness test. It's ready. Oh, great. The car is perfectly ready for smog. I mean, it's a 2023 brand new car. So I had no repercussions, but the car is ready. You'll see on here that you have all the monitors listed and there's a little check mark. Now, in the state of Nevada, if your car is 2007 or older, you don't need to have all of them ready. You can have one monitor that shows an X and you can pass. Now, every state's different. That's just for the state of Nevada. You got to check your local laws and regulations. I know that some states like Texas, and I believe some of the East Coast states have a lot more stringent tests for emissions. They do a whole inspection of the car. Nevada, it's pretty easy. It's just a quick little test, and that's it. If it doesn't pass, they're still going to charge you 40 bucks. So unless you want to keep paying 40 bucks, you might as well save yourself some money, buy one of those, and make sure your car's ready every year. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything, please let us know down below. We'll answer all of them. This is super simple and super DIY. You can do this yourself at your house or wherever the heck you're located. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you're interested in more videos like this, please make sure you check out our channel. I'll see you in the next one.